So I did a little sewing. Hey there, welcome back. Today I'm sharing the patterns that I made from Pattern Emporium. My first make is the Lyrical top. The Lyrical top is all about flow, form with a little quiet drama. It has a soft necktie that you can wear loose or knotted, puff sleeve with a softly gathered frill. This one has a back yoke. There are two lengths. You can have buttons or snaps in the front, and you can also sew down the placket because there is enough room in the top that you can pull it over your head. This one, this was my first experience with this pattern company, and I wanted to make it for my Fabricista, my FabricMart Fabricista make. So this was the practice run, and going by their sizing, it was just a little bit too big for me. I made it with the short sleeves, and it was just a little bit too big. So I sized down to a size 10. This is the final one that I made for my Fabricista make in this really yummy rayon challis. It works so well for a top like this. I made it with a 3/4 sleeve. However, they seem to be almost long sleeves on me, but it's enough to zhuzh them up. The pattern sizing is from 4 to 30. The pattern instructions were very easy to follow with lots of detail and lots of pictures. And there's great pattern mashing ideas also included in the instructions. Once I sized down to a size 10, I liked the flow of the top. However, the next time I make this, I may take some of the volume out from the sleeve. I had so much fun with that top. I grabbed immediately the next top that they put out, and this one is called the Spill the Tea Tie Top. The Spill the Tea Tie Top comes with 2 back options, 2 sleeve options, capped and flared, 2 lengths, regular and extra long, and 2 tie options. Pattern sizing is from 4 to 30. I made a size 10. The instructions for this top are really easy to follow. I think that Pattern Emporium has really top-notch instructions and detail. Lots of tips also as you're sewing along. What I like about this top is that I think that any sewing level should be able to make this top. There are no closures, no zippers or buttons to fiddle with. The instructions bring tons of mashup ideas that you can use. The instructions also bring a page to only print what you are working on. There's no need to print everything. The pattern PDF is layered. If you're printing from home, you just click the layer of the size that you need, and there's no need to print anything more than that. I used a crepe back satin that I had in my stash, a little leftover for this top. I've already worn it a couple of times, and I would definitely sew this one again. My next top was the In the Works tank. The options for this top are a lot of fun. There is a one with ruching, a drawstring ruching on the side, ruching with elastic, and then there's one with a band across the bottom. There are various neckline lengths, and I love the wide binding on this one. Sizing again is from 4 to 30, and I made a size 10. This one is a super easy sew. I love the fit, the wide straps, the wide binding. I love that it comes up a little bit higher under the arm, so you can wear a regular bra with this tank top. This was my first one in a mystery, stretchy fabric, and I just absolutely loved the fit. That I made a second one in this double brush poly. So super soft, so comfortable, and I actually made a pair of matching pants to go with this one, and it's sort of like a loungewear for me. For my third top, I used this designer ITY knit from FabricMart. This was actually my June Fabricista make, and I will link that below if you're interested in that blog post. This was a quick, fun, satisfying make. Perfect for summer, and perfect also to wear as a shell underneath a jacket. I had so much fun making their tops that I wanted to try one of their pants pattern. These are the Walk Boldly wide leg pants. It's designed for a stretch knit. It has a wide leg finish, faux fly, pull-on waistband. There's an option front and back pockets, and there's also mid or a high waist rise. Sizing is 4 to 30. The instructions are easy to follow with lots of pictures and details. You won't get lost with this one. What I like about the design is the fit through the hips is slightly fitted, and then you get the wide leg. I used this double brush poly to go with the tank top for a relaxed, loungy feel at home, and this beautiful designer knit that's got MK and chains all over it. That was my Fabricista make for June. I love that. Here I didn't do pockets, and you can see the faux fly front. Again, very simple to do, and the instructions on these patterns is just great. Such a fun look, don't you think? The next one is the Thermie cover by Pattern Emporium. I don't have a Thermie, but the description says that you could possibly use it as a serger cover, and that was my intention. Here it is. Unfortunately, it did not fit my Juki serger, but my Singer Heavy Duty 4452 loves its new little blankie. It comes together really easily. I used a denim for the outside and a cotton for the inside lining. It's just a binding along the bottom that attaches everything together. And there is a pellin in here to give it shape and a little cushion. Woo! Well, that is it for me for now. Thanks for stopping by. Comment below and let me know what you've been working on.